Hey guys, how we doing? Just wanted to update you on this system before I start burying all the pipes using the reed fencing to cover everything up. I thought I'd explain some of the workings on this stuff. I've had quite a few questions on what a lot of it is and how it works, and so I thought I'd walk through here and explain it to a lot of the guys that don't know what's going on. So this is a recirculating NFT system. Basically there is a water pump in this barrel. It pumps water up through the main pipe, comes out, distributes it in these 4 holes here, and then it's angled at about a 3-inch height difference from there to there. For 10 feet, they say that's about the distance you want to raise it. The water will then run down through those, feeding the plants, and then goes into return lines hooked up to this, which then feeds back into the same reservoir, and then it just recirculates over again. So that's the NFT system. Looks messy right now, got all these pipes in, but that's, I'm going to use some reed fencing here and cover all this up. This big giant thing looks like it's been through a hurricane. Is a tarp covering an IBC tote. It's one of those 250 gallon totes with a water line. I have that there because I'll feed that line underneath to my main reservoir that feeds all these plants here. So this is all going to be on the same reservoir. I think there's about 26 plants here. These are going to be bigger plants, so they're going to take a lot of water. And this 55 gallon tote I've got buried in the ground could handle that, but I'd probably have to refill it like every day because they drink a lot of water in the heat. So this will actually have a auto valve that when it gets low, it'll fill it from that. So that way I can I don't have to fill it up every day. I just check it once a week. So these systems here, these are Dutch buckets, similar to what you've seen online, but basically same thing. Water gets fed in through the top of the buckets, recirculates through this return line into this tote where there's a water pump. Water pump feeds it back out. It's going to be connected. I haven't finished the line yet. I still have to connect over here to run that across that setup, but this one's connected. They just kind of come across. I've seen a lot of guys use drip line on these pipe, on the black drip line that you can get, and then the little barbs with feed lines in them. That just seems to me like it overcomplicates things for a couple of reasons. One, the lines are dark, so when the sun's hitting them, that's going to heat up your water. This is just 1/2-inch PVC pipe. You can actually drill holes. I've done this on this pipe the last few seasons. Drill a couple holes in each one. Almost looks like a little snake bite on the bottom, and then it drops 2 lines of water into each bucket. I do that as a backup as well. If one gets clogged, there's a secondary line there, because I do check those daily to make sure they don't get clogged up. But you can do that on all of these, and then it just is 2 simple little feed lines that go right into the hydrogen and keep the plants fed. And then that way you don't have to deal with the drip line and all that stuff. It just seems a little bit more clean and easy to do. Pressure wise, it's not an issue. I've had those hooked up before and they've done well with the pressure on the lines. And then of course these are the same kind of concept. When the water hits these, it'll run through this pipe, and then there's a little return there that's going to be hooked up and drop down into both sides into the same reservoir as that main one. This little thing here used to be a floating raft, a DWC, deep water culture system. Had a big styrofoam thing on it, and I used that for 3 years. It was good. It worked well. But you had to have bubblers in it and things like that. So I just decided to go soil on the front end here, just to grow some other types of vegetables that are more in the ground, carrots, things like that. And then on these, I'm going to actually have buckets just sitting inside of them like this. And I'll probably frame around that a little bit just so you don't see the buckets hanging around. But I'm going to do Kratky on those 5. And that's just non-power, off-grid, passive systems where the roots just sit in the solution, and as they drink up the water, they create their own air zone. I've done that before. They do good. I mean, they can work without power. I think they do better with aeration and the recirculation. It seems like they grow faster and produce a little bit better, but you can still do it without power. So that's why I wanted to do a few buckets of that, just to see how that goes and show people the progress on that stuff. It probably won't grow as fast and it may not produce as much, but it can still be done. So when you don't have power and you're trying to do it off grid, that still works well. But anyhow, all this stuff is going to be covered up with the reed fencing on the back ends. just to kind of make it look nicer. I'm really big into making things look pretty decent. I mean, from the front of these, they look pretty clean. I will have black net cups in here. I'm just using solo cups right now as plugs, to not let a bunch of rainwater in with that crap. And yeah, so anyhow, just thought I'd share all that. I will do updates as I get everything put together and finalized, so you can see the end product. And if you got any questions, don't hesitate to hit me up. Have a great day. Be safe. Bye.